I think this next thing that we're going to talk about is encapsulated best by a tweet that I think Charlie said, I hope you find someone who loves you like Democrats love illegal criminal gangbangers who beat their wives. Let's bring our panel back. Adrienne and Gavin are here. This Maryland father story has exploded to new heights the more and more we find out about him. Yesterday, the Bill Melugin of Fox News put out the domestic violence complaint that his wife filed, saying some pretty awful things. It referenced, she said that their baby started to cry. She was putting pressure on him, and the reaction was he punched her in the face, scratched her eye, left her bleeding. And she also said at this point, I was afraid to even be close to him. Now, Democrats were already in a weird spot defending a guy who was in the country illegally, affiliated with a very murderous, dangerous gang in MS-13. Now it turns out that he could have possibly been beating his wife. All of that aside, one of the Maryland senators did actually go down to El Salvador. Play this clip here of something that's not going to age well.
I'm here at the airport. I'm about to board my flight for San Salvador. The goal of this mission is to let the Trump administration, to let the government of El Salvador know that we are going to keep fighting to bring Albrego Garcia home until he returns to his family. We are going to keep fighting because this is a miscarriage of justice. What bullies do is they begin by picking on the most vulnerable.
Adrienne, is there some irony there with him saying we're protecting the most vulnerable? Oh, like his wife that filed a domestic violence complaint? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, where are the feminists? They just always seem to disappear, poof, be gone in so many issues. But immigration laws exist for a reason. And this is what happens when they're ignored. The left calls this man a father. I would hate to see their definition of a model citizen. It's just, they're always fighting the wrong battles.
Yeah, Gavin, Stephen Miller at the White House the other day, I just brought up, I think, a fantastic and kind of snarky, but also probably very serious. Like, okay, so let's just play this out. We bring this guy back. We're just going to deport him again. He falls in the category of a terrorist group, this is MS-13, and is in the country illegally. What do you want us to do? Do you want us to waste taxpayer money on the flight? Should they do that just to prove a point? Just bring him back and then deport him to the same place?
I mean, look, the optics of that would be funny, but I think it will drag us down in the mud, and we have a lot of people that need to get out of this country, a lot of violent criminals to be deported, many more Maryland men or New Jersey moms or whatever other euphemism they're going to use for a lot of people here that are illegal, and many of whom are members of violent satanic gangs. I mean, this is what happens when we have a Democrat Party that's been taken over wholesale, frankly, by these theater kids who think they're living their own civil rights movement. They're trying to pick all these anti-heroes to be heroes. So this wife beater, this abuser, this member at a high rank of MS-13 has now become the hill that they want to die on. I just don't really understand what they're thinking. Part of me actually thinks that the Trump administration knew this about the Maryland man from the beginning, but withheld it and let the Democrats walk into this trap. I don't know if they were that sneaky about it, but either way, this is political suicide for the Democrats, and I hope they continue to double down on this nonsense.
Gavin, I will say I'm not a huge fan of you taking the high road when I want to get down the mud and play funny practical jokes on the Democrat Party by sending this guy back and forth.